Let me run right downstairs and get some caffeine real quick. I'll be right back up. Still a bit groggy. I literally just got up. But let me just get some caffeine and I'll be right back up. Well, Chad, I've officially run out of my Bowberry gamer subs. Officially run out of that. It's not good. Because I actually really like that. Despite the fact that when that shit gets places, it fucking stains. Purple drink. Purple drink fucking stains, man. So loud. Alright, scene. There we go. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel where we study, well, mostly study Japanese and also play games every so often. Ah! Come on! What did I do this time? I just got here! Wait, is that what it is? Oh shit! Oh shit! It's Alexander Graham Bell Day! Yo! Alexander Graham Bell has actually a connection to my hometown! Chat. Let me tell you something. I gotta tell you something. Okay? So, Alexander Graham Bell, we all know him as the one who made, like, the phone, right? Well, he also had a tie to my hometown, in that his earliest experiments with the phone are in our hometown. Hold on. I'm not gonna show the town. Motherfucker, shut up. I need to do my shit. Hold up. Alright. Hold on. I'm not gonna show where exactly. But, hey, asteroids! Happy Alexander Graham Bell Day! And apparently, because I just learned that today, and the only reason why that excites me is because Bell has a fucking connection to my hometown in that he did his earliest experiments here. Hello, ahoy hoy! I can't show where, but during the time that he was like doing his phone experience, not many people had faith in him, but one person from my hometown did. I just want to send this to one person. It's like one person did. So they took him in, right? They took him in and had him tutor their son. And while he was tutoring their son, they did you know, experiments to create the phone. This resulted in eventually the phone coming into reality. So once again, Halen's hometown is very weird and very cursed because it has ties to people that probably for the life of it shouldn't. Why shouldn't it? Because they're all influential people. And that makes Halen very scared. Because Halen comes to realize more and more, wow, my town has ties to a lot of influential shit, and that's scary. Wow, I'm suddenly realizing I know quite a few influential people from this town. Oh dear God, the world is scary. But what's everyone been up to? Yesterday I was quite busy, so I couldn't stream. But today I'm back, and we're gonna be doing, you know, the usual come on, crush it. Of, you know, just studying and everything. And then later on today, if I'm feeling up to it, we'll do a little bit of fighting on the high seas as Goro Majima and Pirate Yakuza. I can't go into too much detail about like what my town has connected to it without doxing myself, so I can just say that, at least, that, you know, the phone was originally worked on here.
Now try and say, the camera department is that way over there.
Okay, I did a little bit of studying last night. I decided, part of the reason why I decided to take the day off is because I wanted to let the shit that I learned sink in a little. So, here we go. Camera riba wa achira camera riba wa achira desu.
カメラ売り場はあちらです。
Yes! I can speak. I was about to say, I can speak English, but then I realized they're saying English is fucking Japanese. And I can stop rambling, and I can stop fucking being myself.
Okay, now try to say, where are you going tomorrow?
Everyone excited for the weekend? I kinda am. Okay. 明日、どこへ行きますか?
明日どこへ行きますか?
Yes!
Let's hear you say, welcome, the luggage department is on the 3rd floor.
It's not Kaban Departo, because Departo is department store. I've been reflecting about my time in Japan again. I want to go back. Send me back. Get me back on a plane, god damn you. Kaban Riba wa... No, irashaimase. Kaban Riba wa 3階です。
いらっしゃいませ。カバン売り場は3階です。
Don't ask why I always say irashaimase with such vigor. With such energy. I don't know why. It's just saying irashaimase brings it right out of me.
Now try and say, the map section is this way.
地図コーナーはこちらです。
地図コーナーはこちらです。
try to say, how much is this?
I got good news though. I've got an interview coming up next week. Another one that's on Wednesday. Let's see. これはいくらですか?
これはいくらですか?
Yes! Ikura was driving me insane. Is there a chat? Is there? Wait, is there? Hmm. $90 days. Wait. Which I think I did. No, I absolutely did not. I did not stay the full 90 days. On. I believe 12. Aha, so I only stayed half as long as I could have. But yeah, I know I can't go back yet. I want to though. Hold on. I want to show you how it feels. This is how it feels. Come on, play it. There it is. Let me in. This is how it feels to want to go back to Japan. Let me in. No, I wanted this. I wanted this and only show me this and only this. Let me in. That's how I feel. But maybe that's only if you say the full
How do you
fully allowed
say
amount. I don't know about
the
that.
movie theater is straight ahead?
But either way, the time that between when I can go back and now is 180 days. I hope everyone's working hard today, by the way. It's Friday, so that means the weekend's tomorrow, so everyone has something to look forward to. I need to get more caffeine. Because I'm so fucking thirsty for some fucking caffeine. 映画館はこの先Okay, 映画館はこの先Fuck!
映画館はこの先まっすぐです。
まっすぐ Masugu, let's see. Masugu is dead straight. Masugu. I will get you down, I swear to God, Masugu. But I'm still, but I'm still super far behind on my reviews.
Okay,
hey, I know you can
now
catch up.
Try to say, I'll take 3 70-yen stamps.
I'm still pretty far behind on my Anki Bun Pro. My Anki and Bun Pro. But I'm keeping up with my mango. My mango. Why am I calling it mongo? Mongo. My mango and kind of with my Renshu. Astro, you're a very, very diligent person. I know you can do it. It's just gonna take time. That's okay. There's no harm in taking your time. Oh wait. Okay. 77 and 切って3枚ください。
70円切って3枚ください。
I did an extra nana because I misread this as 77. I misread this as 77, but I got the rest of it right. 77 yen, which would be 77 yen. Hitte sanmai kudasai. I just added an extra nana because I was thinking it was saying, oh, I'd like 77 yen.
What's the way to say, is this umbrella 300 yen or 400 yen?
この傘は300円か400円ですか? Okay, let me say it faster. It's only good at keeping a habit until it gets interrupted. Then it's hard to get me back into it. I'm only good at keeping a habit until it gets interrupted. Yeah, I'm the same way. But that's why, like, once I break the habit, even though I know I hate to do it, I try to force myself to continue to get back into it. Because it's like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna fucking hate myself. Okay. この傘は300円か400円ですか?
この傘は300円ですか ?400 円ですか?
Now, the reason why I say ka instead of deska is because I actually looked this up. I remembered they said ka on its own is or. So I wanted to look into it. And so last time we were studying, I typed it in Translate to just verify if my memory was correct. この傘は300円か400円ですか? So it turns out to, is this umbrella 100 yen? Or it's supposed to be 400 yen, but it's, I don't know where it got the extra 1,000. Maybe I should start streaming my study sessions. Streaming on Discord with a buddy for a little bit. Hey, I would love to like help you do that. Part of the reason why I'm able to keep going like this is because I stream. Otherwise, I would have given up by now. You guys motivate me. You guys keep me going. And I owe that to you. Oh, a lot.
Now try and say, I'll take 5 picture postcards.
Okay. This is a hageki 5枚ください.
絵はがき5枚ください。
Yes! I was right! Fuck yeah! I was actually very uncertain about that. My voice cracked. I don't care. I don't care that my voice cracked. I'm proud of myself for that because I was super uncertain about that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ehageki is... Well, hageki is postcard. Ehageki is picture postcard. I only learned that picture postcard is different from normal postcard, like, 2 days ago. I knew that, you know, postcards were a thing everywhere, but I didn't realize that in America, picture postcards are just the norm.
How do you say, it's farther ahead and to the right?
この先右です.
この先右です。
Yes! I'm getting that. Yes!
What's the meaning of,
午後、美術館へ行きます。
午後、美術館へ行きます. I'm also working on creating a new VTuber model. I'm in the drafting stages right now. And it's gonna take a lot of time. I'm definitely gonna need to hire a rigger when I, you know, get to that stage. And by then, hopefully I'll have a job so I'll be able to pay them. But it won't be for a long time. Alright, so it's Google 美術館へ行きます。I'm going to the art museum in the afternoon.
I'll go to the art museum in the afternoon.
Yes. We went on the Hello Kitty Shinkansen and bought a picture postcard had to wake up at like 6 to ride it. It's only once a day. Really? No shit. Well, I suppose that makes sense because of like the demand for something like that, even though I don't fully understand it because I'm not fully into, Hello Kitty. But then again, I'm into other things. So yeah, I kind of see the reason. Yeah. I can equate it to different things. But damn, Hello Kitty is actually massive. I was about to say, but damn, 6 o'clock just for Hello Kitty, but then I realized it's Hello Kitty. Didn't Hello Kitty originate in Japan? As Sanrio. Yeah! It did originate in Japan. In fact, VRChat, I believe, is having a Hello Kitty convention right now. Sanrio Virtual Fest 2025. It was really just a regular Shinkansen with a couple of different things. I see. Well, here's something that might interest you. What's today? Oh yeah. So starting tomorrow will probably be like the second to last weekend of Sanrio Virtual Fest in VRChat. Sanrio Virtual Fest has been going on in VRChat for the past 2 years. You don't need a ticket. Wait, hold on. Oh shit! Mostly follow Japanese salarymen. That makes sense. Yeah, if you're interested in Sanrio, Hello Kitty and such, right now, Sanrio Fest is happening on the weekends in VRChat. You can check out the worlds and everything for free, but if you purchase tickets, I am not sponsored by Sanrio Fest. I want to make that abundantly clear. If you purchase a ticket, you can go. And no, you do not need a VR headset for VRChat. I've been over this time and time again. You just need a computer to play it. And then you can go right in and see everything. Yeah, no, I kind of figured. That's why I was like, oh, you could probably tell your wife about that. And she'd probably want to see that. I remember that you had a wife, and I was thinking, there's only one reason why I could think Astro would want to go on that, and it's because of his wife. And making others happy is kind of, I like making other people happy.
What does it mean when you say,
地図がありますか?
地図がありますか? Do you have maps?
do you have maps?
Yes! パスがありますか?
What's the meaning of,
デパートはこの先左です。
I want to see something real quick. Hold on. Angohan, my headset's beeping, meaning it needs to charge. Meaning I need to now plug in my headset to charge. Bandero ga used in south of Japan. Kizuban. So I would have asked Kizuban ga arimasu. Kizuban ga arimasu ka? When I fell off my bike and screwed up my knee, I would have asked, if I knew the word, Kizuban ga arimasu ka? That was a fun experience. What did he say?
デパートはこの先左です。
Yeah, デパートはこの先左です。The department store is just ahead and to the left.
The department store is farther ahead and to the left.
Hold on. Oh, looks like we have to switch to the new music. Hold on a second. There. Come on. There we go. I felt like Mongo really helped with my speaking skills. It definitely does help a lot more with my speaking skills. Not as much as it does with not as much as watching and listening to things like music and anime. Found out about half from when I got back. That's good. Huh? But I still want to, I still keep going because it teaches me new things I didn't know. The only gripe I have is that it's not teaching me kanji. But that's where Renshu comes in. Renshu teaches me kanji, which, speaking of which, I believe is Migi. Migi. Right. You and Yo. Migi de Sayo. Sayu. 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 Okay, next. I like Mango a lot. Plus, it puts my library card to use.
What does it mean when you say,
いいえ、ありません。
No. No, we don't.
no, we don't have them?
Yes.
What's the meaning of,
おすすめの店がありますか？
That's true. That is actually very true. They aren't going to teach you that. No, they're going to teach you native and such. Tourist Japanese is definitely important for visiting. おすすめの店がありますか? Are there any stores that you recommend?
is there any store that you recommend?
Once again, devoicing is very important. It's all about listening.
おすすめの店がありますか？
You devoice the first Sue.
What does it mean when you say,
今日の午後、美術館へ行きました。
Good afternoon. 美術館へ行きました. I went to the art museum this afternoon.
I went to the art museum this afternoon?
今日の午後. Yes.
What's the meaning of,
公園の隣に小さいホテルがあります。
My phone is blowing up and I do not like it. I am sitting on it just so that I do not pay attention to it, but it is giving quite the massage. If I adjusted it, I could probably hold my lower back. I just had a very intrusive thought that I think I'm gonna let go. Like in and let run wild. Of course, now it has to stop vibrating. この左 No. Not 左. 公園の隣に小さいホテルがあります. There is a small hotel next to the park.
there is a small hotel next to the park?
Yeah. 公園の隣 Let me change it up a bit. 図書館の隣に大きいアーケードがありますか? There's a large arcade next to the library. God, that would be horrible. The amount of noise that would make, it would just... I don't think that would work.
What does it mean when you say,
明日はどこへも行きません。
Tomorrow I'm not going anywhere. 明日は... Wait. No, there's something else here. Because 明日は makes this not just tomorrow I'm not going anywhere. It's something else.
as for tomorrow, I'm not going anywhere?
As for tomorrow. In English, we don't really think of it as for tomorrow. What do you think, chat? I was technically right, but at the same time I was technically wrong because because in English we don't really use as for. What are your thoughts on that? I'm gonna mark it as wrong. But that's just a personal gripe.
What's the meaning of
それはいくらですか
How much is that?
how much is that? What does it mean when you say,
本屋はホテルの裏です。
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that it is close enough, but it's got like a slight difference. A very slight difference. 本屋はホテル。本屋はホテル。Not again! Not again! I can't be struggling with this word. ホテル。ホテルの裏です。Let me hear it again.
本屋はホテルの裏です。
本屋はホテルの裏です。There is a bookstore behind the library.
the bookstore is behind the hotel?
Oh, no, the bookstore is behind, not there is.
What's the meaning of
博物館は公園の北側です。
博物館は公園の北側です。There is a... Let me think. 博物館は公園の北側です。There is a museum on the north side of the park. Yes, there's a museum on the north side of the park. I remember that. Show me the answer.
the museum is on the north side of the park?
Keep saying debts.
How do you say, the movie theater is straight ahead?
The wa gives it a contrasting feeling to it. It implies that on other days you'll be going places, but as for tomorrow, you won't. Exactly. My nose. That's where like the difference comes in, is that like the wa makes it all the difference. But in English, I suppose the best way we could say it is, but tomorrow. Rather than as for tomorrow, it would be, but tomorrow. Or, and tomorrow. Or just tomorrow. All of which does have a comma. Like, you know, let me show what I'm saying. I'm not actually translating anything. All right, ads are going on, so I'll just wait a couple seconds. All right, I'm back. I'm waiting for the ads to end before I continue. I'm waiting for the ad for like people to say the ads are over. All right, so here is a clear illustration of what I'm talking about. But tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, these three are all basically the same way of saying ashita wa. Go on. Doko e no ikimasen. Welcome back. So, as I was saying, the ashita wa in ashita wa doko e mo ikimasen is best equated to tomorrow and but tomorrow. That's how we would say it normally in English. You see, right here, it even gives an example. Tomorrow, comma. I didn't even look at how it fully translated before. Or at least I looked at it but didn't pay attention to it. But my point is that, you know, it translates like that. Alright. 映画館はこの先まっすぐです。
映画館はこの先まっすぐです。
What does it mean when you say,
明日はどこへも行きません。
That would be 明日はどこへも行きません。Oh wait, this is exactly what we were talking. As for tomorrow, I will not be going anywhere.
as for tomorrow, I'm not going anywhere? What does it mean when you say,
本屋はホテルの裏です。
The bookstore is right behind the hotel.
the bookstore is behind the hotel?
But you're wrong. That's better than yesterday where I got 30 something. Not 30 something. I got half of like the 30 that I was reviewing wrong. Alright, now let's get into section 9. Let's see if we can finish chapter 2 today. I believe in us. There's one thing, like later on during lunch today, I want to check out some more of this guy's stuff. Come on.
Hey everyone, welcome to the next
La la la. I like you, Dogen. But I didn't ask you to start. Ninja vocabulary. Alright, popular. We'll take a look at some of this stuff. Alright.
Here's
Let's
how
go.
to say 100 plus 200 equals 300.
100たす200は300です。
Let's hear that again.
Udaware
100たす200は300です。
Udawareるもの. I saw someone recommending it as a Japanese learning resource. No, I haven't. Let me pop it up though. I haven't. Wait a minute. That picture. No, I haven't heard. Well, it's complicated. It's complicated. I haven't heard of it, but I've seen these characters. I've seen this picture, but I haven't heard of this before. Dear God, I hope not. Is Udaware Kuruwarumono and eroge. Yeah. I hope not. Please tell me it's not. Ah, it is! Well, we'll have to find the version that's not eroge. If we decide to play it. Let's see, what's the description of it real quick? Sequel to is a Japanese adult tactical role-playing. Wait, what? That was a visual novel. Plot is a story centering around the master protagonist, Hakuolo, who one day is found by a family of 2 girls and their grandmother is nearby forest close to the village, badly injured and soon on amnesia, so they take him in and treat them until they're well again. I already see where that is going. I had no idea it's adult either, but I might look into it on my own on the side. Yeah, I might look into this on my own before I decide if I want to, you know, play it. Let me see if it's on Steam. If it's on Steam, well, even if it's not on Steam, I might just play it. I might play it live. Utaware. Oh shit, it is. Why is it fucking $60? Eh? It's $60? Ah, shit, I'm not gonna be able to play it for a while. Well, if it's $60, I won't be able to play it. Okay, let me hear this again.
100足す200は300です。
100足す100足す Plus must be plus. 200は300です。Okay. Actually, this will be important personally for when I teach in Japan. Actually, this might be important in general because I'm aiming to currently be a substitute teacher here in the States while to help build up, you know, my teaching experience. And my recent interview was like a math substitute teacher. Yeah, I'll wait for it to be on sale. I've got a few games I'm playing already. I'm trying to find stuff with more voice audio. One game that I played recently that I really enjoyed was Metaphor, and one game that I need to play, that I need to finish, is Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. 100足す200は300です。
Try this one,
足す
which means to add or plus.
君足す私
足す
And does that
Is a
work?
verb that means to add. It is also used in an arithmetic formula for addition, as in plus in English. In this section, let's figure out how to do simple math in Japanese so that you'll have no problem with numbers when you shop in Japan.
That is true. Metaphor is very hard Japanese. There's some Japanese that I was able to pick out of it that made sense, that like I could understand. But a lot of it was, ooh boy. Hold on. Kimi tasu watashi. What the fuck is a fob? I think I just confused. Well, no, that's not it. I think I just confused the translator I think I just confused the AI.
Let's hear you say
That's
to add or plus.
I will say though, the Japanese for metaphor, like the way that they pronounce Louis's name, I prefer that over how in the English they go Lewis. I don't know. Having an enemy named Louis is a lot more intimidating than your characters calling him Lewis. Lord Lewis. And I get that, like, historically, there probably were cases where they were calling them Lewis. Like, rulers Lewis. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Feels like I'm looking at a child.
足す
I'm not saying that Louis is a fucking child. Your god is a fucking great antagonist. But holy fuck.
Nice. Now practice saying
100.
100.
100
Now, how do you say 200?
200.
200
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say
100足す
100
200。
plus 200.
100足す200。
100足す200
Am I coming in clear, by the way? Is anything I'm saying getting cut off by my
The
mic at all?
mathematical symbols used in Japan are the same as those used in the US, whether they are for
足し算
addition,
足し算
引き算
subtraction,
掛
Oh,
け算
multiplication, or
割り算
division. The reading of these signs, however, are different. The equal sign, for example, is commonly read as
和
or.
イコール
イコー
So
ル。
1
Okay,
plus
equal.
1 equals 2 will be read as.
1足す1は2
Please note that we can add
です
after the formula in daily conversations. Let's figure out how to do it in the next challenge.
There's
Ready?
actually one thing I want to check real quick. Ni Hiku Ichi Ichi Des. Okay, I want to know if Hiku, because let me cook. Tashidan would for plus is tatsu. So following that logic, hikizan would be hiku. Right? That makes sense, right?
Based on what you already know, how would you say 100 plus 200 equals
100足す200は300。
Let's hear you based on
100足す200はです
Let's hear you say 300.
300。
300
What's the way to say 100 plus 200?
100足す200です。No, not this.
100足す200
ですない。
Remember this? Say 100 plus
100足す
200 equals
200は300です。
100足す200はです
Alright, show me
Now
minus.
it's time to put it all together. Try saying
100
100 plus 200 equals 300.
100足す200は300です。
100足す200は300です
Let's hear you say 800.
800。
800
Aha, I fucking remembered, you fuck. Even though you didn't quiz me on it, I remembered it. Just like how ropyaku is 600.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say 780.
Chad, I need to be honest about something real quick. Math was never my strong point as a child. So part of me is just like, hey Lynn, you're now learning math in a completely different language. How does that make you feel? Terrified. Why am I doing this? Oh, because it's a good idea. How exactly? Yeah, to learn math in a completely different language. 780
780
Yes.
Here's how you would say to subtract or minus.
引く
I was right! Fuck you, I was right! Fuck you, translate. I was right! I was right!
Now, how do you say to subtract or minus?
Hiku.
引く
Now, how do you think you would say 800 minus 780?
800引く780は20です。
800引く780
It's simple math, but now it's throwing in a whole new mix. A foreign language. Congratulations, Halen. You're now going to fucking be struggling with this even more.
How do you say 20?
Niju.
20
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say 800 minus 780 equals 20.
Okay, that would be... The math ones are the hardest for me. I can understand that because math is a pain in the ass. Okay, 800 minus 7... Oh, I just said this. Hold on. It says 800引く780は20です。
800引く780は20です
Yes!
Listen to the way you would say the change.
お釣り
Let's hear that again.
お釣り
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 Is the change you receive as the difference between the actual price of the product and the amount you have given to the shopkeeper.
Oh, I thought so.
If you want to talk about small coins in general, you need to say
小銭
小銭 Oh, that... Oh, my nose. Okay. Otsuri is the change you receive. If you want to talk about small coins in general, you take Hozeni.
小銭
What's the way to say the change?
Okuri?
お釣り
Otsuri. Try it again.
What's the way to say the change?
Otsuri.
お釣り
Again.
What's the way to say the change?
Otsuri.
お釣り
Is YouTube always dark red? Or is it that these pages haven't launched yet and that's why? Oh yeah, it's because the pages haven't launched yet. Never mind. Otsuri.
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say your
We have
change
multiple
is 20
shops.
yen.
Give us change in English and accidentally give us too much. Luckily, we caught it and give it back. I know a few people that would catch it, but are not the type of people to give it back. I think it's hard for Japanese people to...
お釣りは20円です
Based
Right.
on what you've learned
I
so
wasn't paying
far,
attention.
you can figure out how to say your change is 20 yen.
I wasn't paying attention. As I was saying, though, I know a few people that like would catch it, but would not return the cash. Which is why I like how Japan does it. Let me see. Japanese, auto change. A lot of places have like ATMs that automatically give you the change back, like I've seen machines when I was in Japan that automatically just give you the change, whether you're using it or the cashier is using it. Which is good and bad, because it saves time, but at the same time, you know, it kind of takes away from the math. Yeah, you'd have to be a pretty big jerk to steal 1,000 yen from a small cafe. Even I wouldn't fucking do that. Your change is 20 yen. So, otsuri wa 20 yen desu.
お釣りは20円です。
Let me check. Is あなたのお釣りは20円です is more of a rigid version of saying it. お釣りは20円です。
Do you remember how to say 800 minus 780 equals 20?
The reason why, all I can say is there's a reason why those of us in New England have the nickname. We are massholes. Like in Massachusetts, we have the nickname the masshole. It's not just for our driving. 800引く7 800引く780は20です。
800引く780は20です。
Hell yeah.
How do you say your change is 20 yen?
Okay, your change is 20 yen. お釣りは20円です。
お釣りは20円です。
I want the, hold on. What's the kanji for this? Okay, so the O and the Ri are both, okay, are both the same. Okay. Tsuru, tsuri, oh, tsuru to catch, tsuri, lure, angling. Interesting.
Now, how do you think you would say 800 minus 780 equals 20? Your change is 20 yen.
Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Actually, let me let this run.
How
Can we
do
go
you
back
now?
and let it run?
How do you think you would say 800 minus 780 equals 20? Your change is 20 yen.
800引く780は20です。お釣りは20円です。
800引く780は20です。お釣りは20円です。
Yes! I did it! I wanted to let the timer run so that like I could, you know, see if I could actually get it out in time.
The Japanese way of counting change is different from the American way. Americans do addition, adding the actual price of the item until they reach the amount they have received from the customer. Japanese, on the contrary, do subtraction. For example, if you buy a 1,500 yen shirt with a 5,000 yen bill, a Japanese shopkeeper will simply subtract 1,500 from 5,000 and hand you 3,500 yen.
I want to disagree with that. But no, that's actually pretty accurate. Like thinking about while I was reading this all, I was reflecting on my own experience with like shopping. And no, that's actually pretty spot on. Like what is it? When it comes to shopping, we usually add up. The only time that I subtract when I'm shopping is if I have a a amount that I'm trying to stay under.
Do you remember how to say 800 minus 780 equals 20?
800 minus 720. 800引く780 80は20です。
800-780は20です。
Fuck, tomorrow's gonna be 1 week since I lost my job. That's gonna be... Yes.
How do you say, your change is 20 yen?
お釣りは20円です。
お釣りは20円です。
The reason why it's gonna be a pain in the ass
Now
is it's gonna be a
practice saying.
reminder.
800 minus 780 equals 20. Your change is 20 yen.
Okay. 800引く780は20。お釣りは20円です。
800-780は20です。お釣りは20円です。
Did I say お釣りは? I'm pretty sure I said お釣りは.
Here's how to say to multiply or times when referring to the multiplication sign.
かける、
Let's hear
かける。
that again.
かける、
Oh, かける。かける。な、はける。かける。
Do you remember how to say
かける。
to multiply or
かける。
times when referring to the multiplication sign?
かける. Math was
かける。
always my weakest point in school, which is funny because I went on to do programming work. And programming work is very, very mathematical based. So it's like funny that my weakest point became my focus.
Okay, now try to say 70.
US added. Hold on. Let's see. US added 1,501 jobs last month. I don't believe that. 70.
70、
Using what you've learned, see if
70
you can figure out how to say
かける5.
70 times 5.
Oh, fuck. It's gonna make me do this math. 70かける5.
70かける5、
Fuck. Let me think. 500 no 350です。
Now, how do you think you would say 70 times 5 equals 350?
This would be 70かける5は350です。
70かける5は350です。
Sometimes I surprise with myself with my ability to like do math. You have to be like, this is math in a foreign language. By all accounts, I didn't think that I would be able to figure that out.
Do you remember how to say 800 minus 780 equals 20?
800 minus 7. Okay. 800引く70 80は20です。
800-780は20です。
How do you say your change is
Your change is 20 yen. 20円です。
お釣りは20円です。
Nope.
how do you say
お釣りは20
your
円です。
change is 20 yen?
お釣りは20円です。
I completely overlooked the お釣りは
Nice. Now practice saying 800 minus 780 equals 20. Your change is 20 yen.
Fuck. Just give me a sec. Just give me a second. All right. Says so. 800引く780は20。お釣りは20円です。
800-780は20です。お釣りは20円です。
How's my pronunciation sounding? I
Now,
hope it's
how do you
getting
say
slightly better, at least.
70 times 5 equals 350.
70 かける5 70かける5は350です。
70×5 は350です。
Hell yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me check something really quick. No new, no people reaching out about today. All right, there we go. Back to what I was saying. 70かける5は350です。
Using what you've
I
learned,
can't believe I'm
see
fucking
if you
learning
can figure
math
out how to
in
say
a foreign language.
70 times 5 equals
Oh, God.
350. It'll be 350 yen in total.
What's horrible is that this actually could have come up while I was in Japan, because I would buy these fruit snacks, these Hololive inspired fruit snacks, Hololive gummies that were like this. Well, that I would buy in batch, that they could have like just said like 70かける5は305です。It'll be 全部で yes, that is 全部で350円です。
70×5 は350です。全部で350円です。
I'm glad I fucking remembered that. 全部で Zenbu is like total. Glad I remembered that actually. Alright, next.
In Japan, you have to pay a sales tax.
消費税
For most goods and services you buy, sometimes the sales tax is already included in the bills, as in the case of postage, taxi fares, and train tickets. Unlike in the US, where the sales tax rate varies depending on communities, the same rate applies throughout Japan.
Wait, hold on. Sales tax varies depending on communities? Wait, seriously? I actually never knew that. actually never knew that. I would just assume that it was a unilateral sales tax. Like, per state. Are you telling me that depending on the town or, like, the area in a town, that the sales tax can be different? Seriously? No, you're kidding, right?
How do you say, your change is 20 yen?
Fuck, that makes me even more picky about where I'm gonna go my shopping. Otsuri wa 20 yen desu.
お釣りは20円です
Nice. Now practice saying, 800 minus 780 equals 20. Your change is 20 yen.
The music is probably hard to hear, like, probably easy to hear, but hard to hear me now. Let me turn it down. How's that look? Yeah, that's better.
800-780は
Nice. Now practice saying, 800 minus 780 equals 20. Your change is 20 yen.
Okay. Let's do this. It looks like Asteroid's left. That's alright. Hope he comes back. Alright. Hope he comes back later. Ah. But, if I'm right, Scoper, are you still here? If you are still here, what are your thoughts on all this? I'll take that as a yes. I'll take that as a yes. Huh? Hold up. Math is very rough. Okay. 700, no. 800, Actually, let's try a different math equation. 900 引く900引く800 10は which is 90です。お釣りは90円です。
800-780は20です。お釣りは20円です。
Now, how do you say 70 times 5 equals
probably gonna be-
350?
I think I already know exactly where we're rolling towards. We're probably rolling towards, like, multiplication. Okay, so 70 times 5.
70×5 は300
Now, how do you
I wasn't
say
even thinking.
70 times 5 equals 350?
70かける5は350です。
70×5 は350です。
Nice.
How do you say 70 times 5 equals 350?
Okay.
It'll be 350 yen in total.
700 No, 70かける5は5は350です。Let's see. 全部で350円です。
70×5 は350です。全部で350円です。
Hell yeah. Alright. Just give me a brief minute. I need to go use the bathroom really quick. I also need to go. I need to go see if I can bring the barrels in. Hold on. Give me like a few minutes. Five-minute break. There we go. I'm back. Alright, I'm back. Where put my headset? It's right behind me? It is right behind me. I always put the thing down in just random places. I always forget where it is. There we go. Alright, let's go. Back to work.
Try to say 780.
780
780. Yes.
Now, how do you say to subtract or minus?
Subtract or minus. Hold up. Hiku. That would be hiku. YouTube chat, kick chat. How are you both doing? Because I don't often get to check.
引く
Let's hear you say 800 minus 780.
I can't believe I fucking learned math in a different language. 700 hiku. No. Hold on. 800 hiku 780.
800-780
Can't believe I'm fucking learning math in a different language. And it's just gonna confuse me even more down the road.
What's the way to say the change?
Otsuri.
おつり
Do you remember how to say to multiply or times when referring to the multiplication sign?
Kakeru.
かける
I'm noticing that they're not bringing up the fact that we went over addition earlier.
Okay, now try to say 70 times 5.
70 kakeru 5.
70×5
I'm noticing that they stopped bringing up the addition parts that we went over earlier, and I'm not a fan of that. Let me check something real quick. Hello, my name is Halen. I hope you're all doing well. Let me check something real quick. Hello, my name is Halen. I hope you're all doing well. That is working fine. I'm glad that that's working fine, but I'm more worried about like if when I get cut off. I'm glad that that's working fine, but I'm more worried about like if when I get cut off. Okay, good. That's not cutting me off. Good. Next.
This is how you say I bought a sweater at the department store.
デパートでセーターを買いました
デパートでセーターを買いました. Okay. Let's do a little bit of kanji first. Hold on. Cool off a bit. Go. Go. Itsu. Itsuka. Itsuka. Which is the 5th day of the month. Goji. Yeah. Is this also go? Let me hear this. Yeah, it is go.
5
Yeah, that is go. I thought so. Okay, so this is kataru. Katao. Katara. Katarau? Yeah, katarau. Which is word, speech. Okay, so let's see the vocab. Eigo. Nihongo. Okay. So it's Shugokugo. Go. So it's mostly used for that. It's mostly used for like, you know, the languages. Go. Ah, good way to tell it is because it has literally go right on top of it, and I completely ignored it. Go over a mouth. Sen. It's this. Yeah. Ah, it's a fucking 1,000. Right, I forgot that Sen is also 1,000. Sensei. Ah. It's tough. I chose Toshi. Oh, I chose year. Toshi and then
年
Ni, which is Buta. Buta, like Butari. Hold on, let me check something. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, back to the start. You see, when my music restarts, it has a tendency to, when my music restarts, it has a tendency to, skip back to a certain point, wherever it decides to. 12月、12月、12時 and 20歳 right 20歳 Utari, which is go, another go, god damn it. Ato. So this is behind. Ato, ushiro, okureru, go and. Ooh, I think this is. What is this? Ko?
Go.
Gakko. No. Ato. After. Yume no Ato. After the dream. Ato. Mareshi? Mawashi. Ato Mawashi.
後回し。
後回し
Ato Mawashi. Gogo. Let's see. Saigo. End conclusion. Gogo. Ashita go. Asate.
あさって
I should look up that what this is. Because I don't know what this is. No, it's not Chisai. Stop it. It's not Kuni. It's not Kita. Well, it might be Kita. Yatsu, Yo, Ya, and Yatsu. Yes. North. Okay, so Kita, like Kitagawa. Kita, Kitagawa. Ah. Okay. Give me a sec. Huh. My. Fuck it. There we go. You know, something I'm noticing about a lot of people online who don't like actually, like a lot of people on Discord who like will just reach out to you about art and shit and just don't even bother saying anything. Is that like they on Discord they don't change their names at all. Like they don't hide their names. Like you know how most people will hide their names when people are streaming? Yeah, they don't do that. It's kind of weird. Kita Nan
南北
Namboku Ho Kyo Kyoku
北極
Hokyoku Hokkaido.
北海道
There's actually one thing that I'm not surprised isn't here. Kitagawa. North side. Father. Chichi. Fu. What are they vocab? Chichi. Chichi no Hi. Third Sunday of June. When is Mother's Day?
父母
Chichihaha. Zofu. Zofu.
祖父
Sofu. Alright. Yotsu. That's the end. Thank. Yeah, Yotsu, Yotsu, and Yon. Yotsuka, Yotsuka, Yoka.
4日
Yes. I'm actually glad that Mango taught me sweet touch, sweetka, buka, I think it's sanka. No, it's mika, yoka, itsuka. I'm glad that it taught me those because it's helping me like with remembering like the difference for the different yomis for what is it? The numbers. Ni this katakana always that's not gonna say anything.
ち
Chi. Nichi. Which isn't that it's either this or this. I think it's this. Yes! Ka, Hi, Nichi, Sun, Day, Japan. I thought so. That raises the question, what was the other one? I can't remember. Let's see the vocabulary for this. Itsuka. Yeah, here's the example. Itsuka. Fifth day. Hito. No, not Hito. He. Of course, ads have to play just the most inopportune times. Kuni. That's you. Kuni. country. Shiro. Shiro, that's what this is. Alright, so Shiro so this is Shiro, which is Moshiro, Shiro, Mashiro, which is pure white.
真っ白
Let's see, Shiroi, which is also white. Omoshiroi, which is interesting. And Aojiroi.
青白い
Never heard of that one. Aojiroi. Shiro, Shira, Shiroi, and next, we're almost. I think that's Kita actually. No, it's Kaku. Kaku, as in right. Kakuki. No, Kakitori. And writing down.
書き取り
Kakitoru. Kakitoru to write down. Jisho dictionary. Toshokan library. And Kaku to write, to compose, to pen, to draw, to paint. Alright, let's switch back to Mango and get right back into this.
This is how you say, I bought a sweater at the department store.
デパートでセーターを買いました
Okay. Depato de seta o kaimashita. Okay. So depato de seta. Went to the department store. Kaimashita is I bought.
Here is how you would say, to buy.
Kao.
Let's learn how to say, buy.
買い
Kaimasu.
ます
Kaimasu. And it becomes kaimashita when it's talking about the past.
Now, how do you say, buy?
Kao and kaimasu.
買います
So far, so good. Can you
Kaimashita.
figure out how to say, bought?
Kaimashita.
買いました
Okay, now try to say,
Because
Sweater.
because now it's in the past tense, the su becomes the u becomes an e, and you attach the ta to it. Sweater, seta.
セータ
so far, so good. Can you figure out how to say, I bought a sweater?
Okay. Seta kaimashita.
ーセーターを買いました
Ah, I forgot the o. Seto kaimashita.
Did you notice that you needed to add a little word
O.
right after
Yes, because
Seta.
it's an
sweater
object.
to say, I bought a sweater in Japanese?
O.
Is a particle that indicates that the word that comes right before it, like
セータ
here, is the direct object of the verb.
ー買いました
Whew, it's windy out there today. Jesus. I just heard the wind roaring by, and I was just it caught me off guard.
Try to say department store.
Depato.
デパート
Depato.
Try this one,
デパートで
which means
Depato de.
at the department store,
Right.
when referring to the place where an action takes place.
So. Eiga. Ie de stream. Ma. Deshita. Let me see if that actually works. Ie de. Hold on. Ie de. Su. Sutri. Turimu. TS stream. I don't know how to say stream. I don't know how to spell stream in Japanese. Hold on. Okay, ribostream. Ribostream. Ish. Whoops. I forgot. I live stream at home is what I was trying to get out of that. Next.
The little word
で
that comes after
デパート
department store is another particle. When attached to a noun for location, such as department store or Tokyo, and used in a sentence with action verbs, such as to buy or to eat,
で
indicates that the location is the place where some action, such as buying a sweater, occurs. It is equivalent to at, on, or in.
Alright. Oh, it's more common. What is that one? Let me see.
配信
Haishin. Distribution, provision. Haishin. Oh, Haishin is in live stream. I bet it you use uchi for house, it would understand. Let's try that. Uchi. Yes. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that. Also, welcome back. Uchi de live stream deshita. Although it would be des then. Lower day.
What's the way to say at the department store when
Departo
referring to
de.
the place where an action takes place?
Departo de.
デパートで
Nice. Now
We're gonna need
practice
to have
saying,
a banana soon.
I bought a sweater.
Long updates load like that sometimes. One of these days I'm gonna crack open my laptop and try and figure out how to fix it. Let's see. Seito kaimashita.
セーターを買いました
What's the way to say
I was saying
at the
earlier
department
that the
store
reason why it
when
was
referring to the place where an action takes place?
mashita instead of masu is because it's a past tense, the u becomes an e, so it becomes kaimashita. At the departo de.
デパートで
Now it's time to put it all together. Try saying, I bought a sweater at the department store.
At least I believe what I said. Wait, let's see. I bought departo de seto kaimashita.
デパートでセーターを買いました
Yes.
Here's a quick review on the two location particles.
に
And
Whenever I
De-
get it,
the particle
に
indicates a location where something or someone exists and is used in sentences with verbs such as
あります
there is or
住んでいます
live. The particle
で
on the other hand, indicates a location where some kind of actions take place and used along with action verbs. When in doubt, always check the verb in the sentence.
true. What was I gonna say? I completely forgot what I was gonna say. You're doing great. Ni versus day is really tricky to learn. Okay, it's because where something or someone exists and is used simply for arimasu. Arisenemasu. Particle de, on the other hand, indicates a location where some of the actions take place. Where some kinds of actions take place. And usually used along with action verbs. When in doubt, just check the verb in the sentence. So it's not what I was about to say in that it's past tense, or it's where the action happened.
Okay, now
Okay,
try to
this-
say convenience store.
Kombini.
コンビニ
It's gonna take practice to like get a handle on it.
How do you say umbrella?
I wonder. You know, with the tariffs going on, I wonder if we'll like
傘
if like we'll what is the word? If the other currencies around the world will get higher, and if we invest in them, ours might get higher. Not ours, that might get higher. Like we'll get a payout from it. Casa.
How do you say? Now, can you figure out the best way to say I bought an
Combi-
umbrella at a convenience store?
コンビニで傘を買いました。
コンビニで傘を買いました
I wanted to say so many different things. I had to stop myself. I was trying to say so many different things at once. I had to actually stop myself before I could say like I want to say konbini ni casa de and something else for kaimasu. But I had to stop myself to remember, no, think. Don't jump the gun. Think. Halen has a bad habit of doing that.
Let's learn how to say price.
値
Negan.
段
No, nedan. Not negan. Nedan. Nedan.
Okay, now
Nedan.
try.
値段
Good job so far. Now,
400
think of the way to say
400
400 yen.
400 yen, I believe.
400円
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say the price is 400 yen.
You know what still pisses me off? That, like, the footage that I got while I was in Japan, like, the video footage for my GoPro is corrupted. The reason being that my GoPro decided, oh, when I record, I'm gonna have a black screen, even though when I was looking at it while I was recording, everything was recording fine, but, like, on playing back on a computer, it's all black. 値段は400円です。
値段は400円です
Listen to the way you would say
Hold on,
What-
hold on.
based
I want
on
to see
what you-
something.
値段は400円です
値段。ね You know what I should do? I should set up a kanji. A kanji deck for Anki. I should set up a kanji deck for Anki. That would actually help me a lot, wouldn't it? I think after I stream today, that's what I'll start doing. Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea.
listen to the way you would say was or were.
でした
Let's hear that again.
でした
Deshita. Yes. I was right about that earlier too. Because remember how I said about the su and des gets turned, like the u gets turned to e? This is desu, but in the past. Deshita.
We have so far learned how to turn the polite form of regular verbs, such as
Hell
買い
yeah.
ます
buy, into the past form by replacing
ます
with
ました
as in
買いました
bought, the past form of
です
is, am, or are, is.
でした
Yes, thank you, Mango, for proving my point.
Based on what you already know, how would you say the price was 400 yen?
値段は400円でした. That should be right.
値段は400円でした
I am a fucking god. Hell yeah.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say, I bought an umbrella at a convenience store today. The price was 400 yen.
Sorry for not responding right away. Hi, Japotastic. This is Mango. Mango is a website that if you have like a library card, you can pretty much use it for free. I believe you normally have to pay for it, but if you have a library card, you get access to it. You get access to it for free, for like, you know, educational purposes. It's pretty useful for like conversational level Japanese, and also for like learning things as though you were going to Japan and gonna have conversations. I'm also using Renshu. I have Bun Pro open, but I haven't used it in a bit. But Renshu I've been using for my kanji. But Mango is something that I got recommended. I would definitely recommend. It is really good. I've been sticking with it for the past 2 months or so, and it's been really helpful. How long have you been learning Japanese, if you don't mind me asking? Can I just call you Jeppo? Jeppotastic. That's easy to say. Kinda. It takes me a second to say it. Jeppo... God damn it. I can speak English. I swear I can. Applause. Oh, applause. Jeppo is fine. Yeah, welcome to the stream. How long have you been learning?
Let's hear you
I
say,
bought an umbrella at the
I
convenience store.
bought an umbrella at a convenience store.
Let's see. Casa o... No. Hold on. コンビニで傘を買いました. That's it. I started learning about 8 months ago and focused away on Duolingo. Nice! I'm reaching my 1-year anniversary of returning to studying. I need to get back to Duolingo at some point. I honestly often, despite using the Duolingo category on here, I forget Duolingo exists sometimes. Duolingo is really good, but it has its like niches. But I do
Nice.
like
Now
using Duolingo
practice saying,
sometimes.
I bought an umbrella at a convenience store today. The price was 400 yen.
Honestly, the websites I would recommend the most are Mango, which Potential Sash Shorts here, one of our regulars, recommended and has really helped. Like back when I was working, I would often do reviews while I'm like on break, and then like when I wasn't working, I would learn new things. I use Renshu now to learn kanji and relearn it because, you know, kanji is very important. And Bunpro, even though I'm not using it right now, was extremely useful when I started out. It taught me everything I knew and new things. Like it re-taught me some things from when I learned Japanese 6 years ago now. But still.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say the price of the umbrella.
値段は... No, wait. 傘の値段?
傘の値段
Yes! Fuck you, you almost got me there. You almost got me there, but I got you. Did I?
Nice. Now practice saying, I bought an umbrella at a convenience store today.
Oh, I
The
did skip
price was
this.
400 yen.
I did skip this. I've been using Ringoton in the kanji study app. I've heard of Ringoton. I don't remember if I tried it last year. Hold on, let me just real quick. コンビニで傘を買いました. No, wait. 今日傘で No, 今日コンビニで傘を買いました. 値段は400円でした。
今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。
I think I got that. Let me pull up Ringoton real quick. I need to replace this anyways, because this thing is just mocking me. Ringoton. We'll be going right back in. Ringotan. Monikani. Ah! I'm remembering! I remember! Ringotan was an app that I was Ringotan that was an app that I barely used last year. I remember that. Aha. If I reinstall, actually, I wonder if BlueStacks is able to use Ringotan. If it can, I might stream Ringotan as well. That's fair. That explains why I vaguely remember it. It came up before. I want to use more ways to learn kanji because it was brought to my attention that relearning some of the kanji that I've forgotten is very important. Also, I think I got this right. 今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。Yes. Also, Yomitan is also very useful.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say the price of the umbrella.
For me, the way my brain works, being able to write it out would also help me a lot. 値段の傘。
傘の値段。
傘の値段. I said it right the first time. God damn it. 傘の値段.
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to
Curse
say,
you, Aylin!
was the price of the umbrella 400 yen?
Was. Hold on, I'm thinking. でしたか? I think. Okay, let me try this. 傘の値段は400円でしたか?
傘の値段は400円でしたか?
Yes, I was honestly really not sure if that was gonna work. でしたか? That was the thing that was causing me to hang up. If you like writing and you have a Switch or 3DS, you might enjoy some of the Kanken training games. I'll have to look. Actually, you see, I love my 3DS, but I'm missing my charger. My charger disappeared. I need to find my charger for it. But I do want to, like... I am probably going to get into using, what's the word? Ringotan, and I'm gonna also look into the Kanken apps later. 傘の値段は400円でしたか? But I was right about that, and I'm glad that I was right about that.
Let's hear you say,
What are they like?
I bought an
wanna hear.
umbrella at a convenience store.
Umbrella. コンビニで傘を買いました。
コンビニで傘を買いました。
I like that casa looks like an umbrella. Kasa's kanji looks like an umbrella. With actually people underneath it. That's actually a good way to remember that. Where are the other pronunciations? Isn't that sen? No, san. That's san.
Nice. Now practice saying, I bought an umbrella at a convenience store today. The price was 400 yen.
I love using like different ways to study Japanese. Hold on. コンビニで Okay. 今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。
今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。
The reason why I like stop and like think is because I'm like writing it out in my head. Well, not writing it, but getting it set in my head. They are more of a study tool than a game, but the general idea is that you get a bit of text to read, you have to fill in the kanji, or it shows you kanji and asks you which kana it is. Kind of like Renshi does sometimes. But it's not doing right now. It's not this. Yep. No, it is you. Remember. Yes, Higashi. Come on, give me an example. It's not gonna give me an example right now. Next.
What's the way to say, was the price of the umbrella 400 yen?
Renchi sometimes does that. Okay. Nedan no kazu no nedan wa 400 yen desu ka? No, deshita ka?
傘の値段は400円でしたか？
Yes.
Let's hear you say, is not, am not, or are not.
ありません。
じゃあありません。
Isn't it just ありません? The ja is for the kanji study app does a little bit of this too. Ooh. That's why I need to get more kanji studies in so that I can actually like get a hammer. That's my big issue with that's my only real gripe with Mango is that it has not shown me kanji. And there's some kanji out there that I know that I would love to see get put into this to help with like learning it.
Listen carefully.
じゃあありませんでした。
Jarimasen desu.
Was not, or were not. Let's
Was
hear
not.
that one more time.
じゃあありませんでした。
Right. Jarimasen deshita.
To turn
じゃあありません。
the negative form of
です。
into the past form is super easy. Just add
でした。
the past form of
Oh, hey, Nightbot's
This.
actually doing
at
something.
the end and say,
じゃあありませんでした。
Okay, Asteroid, Jeppo, tell me if I'm crazy. Grammar note page. Tell me if I'm crazy. The ja here isn't really needed for arimasen and arimasen deshita. You think manga will eventually substitute kanji in? I would love if it did, but I don't think so.
based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say, no, it wasn't 400 yen.
Iie. So, okay. Iie. 400円ありませんでした。
いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。
Okay, so the ja is needed.
じゃあ、
No, I just want the ja. There it is. And is the ja needed? 400ありませんでした。Yeah, that's why.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say 600 yen.
But something that does use kanji is bunpro. Hey, let's see. Here we go. And the neat thing about bunpro is that you can turn on and off the furigana that appears above it. Dewa. Okay. It is needed in this case. Okay. This is another reason why I like bunpro, is because it allows you to turn off and on the furigana of things that you've learned. Mainichi. So mainichi is every day. 私は毎日ギターを弾いている. I play my guitar. Okay. ギターを弾いている is play my guitar. 私は play guitar. I every day play guitar. Yeah, that's why I like bunpro so much. Unfortunately, after a while, bunpro may require a subscription. Which, if you're like me and jobless, it's one of the very few things that I have that is draining money on me right now. But I can't disable it because I need it. So, I trust Bunpro enough that I will return to it and use it. Okay, 400, no, 600 yen.
600円
600 yen. And so in Bunpro, it would show it as this, and you could like disable it and re-enable it as you please. Yeah. Yay, you can use it for free. You can use it for free. I decided to pay for it because of how useful it was. Like, it had helped me throughout it had taught me throughout most of last year while I was studying again. And so I figured, why not pay for it? I want to support it.
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say, no, it wasn't 400 yen. It was 600 yen, you know?
Yeah. So, like, if you notice here, I'm not logged in. But I'm still able to view this stuff. Kind of like what Asteroid just said about, like, you can just view all this stuff whenever you want. Here, let me put a link into the chat for, like, just where you can check out some of this stuff. There we go. I honestly should put together a link tree for like all the programs I use. There's also one other thing that I use every so often, and it is the JLPT N5 grammar exercises. I like to use these to help help quiz myself. この日は this tree 読みました which is この本は読みました so まだ Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you right away whether you got something right. So here's an example. I got this wrong. So it would be mo yomimashita. この本はもう読みました. It definitely is. Grammar's up. I'm use the phone app for looking up grammar points using the search, which is fair. And I agree, like, grammar points are the weakest point of Duolingo. However, Bunpro does teach you grammar. Bunpro can teach you grammar. So, Nareka. Hold on. Aside from just teaching you actual grammar points, it also teaches you words. It can teach you entire words and phrases. I like Bunpro and I trust Bunpro. Yeah. 400じゃありません。じゃありませんでした。Okay, so いいえ、400じゃありませんでした。600円。400円でしたよ。600円でした。No, 600円でしたよ。
いいえ、 400円じゃありませんでした。600円でしたよ。
Yes! And Jarimasen deshita. And thank you for earlier, Asteroids, for reaffirming that, yes, the ja is important here. You said that it was a more casual form of dewa. So it could also be dewa arimasen deshita.
Let's hear you say, I bought an umbrella at a convenience store.
Yeah. Here on my channel, I mostly, almost daily, almost every day, do Japanese studies where I am teaching myself Japanese so that when I go back to Japan to continue to teach English, I can converse with the locals. I know that you're not going to need Japanese in order to teach children English. However, I would be in Japan. I don't want to simply just be speaking English the entire time. I want to speak their language to make it easier on them and lead less of a inconvenience. Let's see. コンビニで傘を買いました。
コンビニで傘を買いました。
Yes, I have been to Japan. I actually visited for 6 weeks last September to November. Hold on. I was there for September to November in order to earn my TEFL certificate. I was in the Fukuoka, I was in the Kyushu area. And 5 or 6 years ago, it's approaching 6 years, I was in Japan again, but I was in the Kanto and Kansai areas. And I got to practice a lot of my Japanese there when I was there this past fall, but there was still a lot of Japanese that I didn't know, and I want to, fix that.
Nice. Now practice saying, I bought an umbrella at a convenience store today. The price was 400 yen.
Jeppo, have you ever been to Japan? There's been a few viewers who have come and gone that have been to Japan. Some recently, some long ago. It's always nice to hear stories. Okay, so 今日はコンビニで傘を買いました。傘の値段は400円でした。
今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。
Something that keeps causing me to hiccup is that I want to throw a wa right after kyo, but I have to stop myself. You have? Ooh, where'd you go? I've only been to let's see, I've been to Kyushu, Kanto, and Kansai, but I've never been to Hokkaido. I've heard about what Hokkaido's like, and by God, it just sounds like New England. Sounds like New England to an extreme. By that, I mean, it's winter half the year.
What's the way to say, was the price of the umbrella 400 yen?
傘の値段 Yes. 傘の値段は400円でしたか？
傘の値段は400円でしたか？
I definitely felt a little embarrassed by how little I knew. But at the same time, I felt strengthened by the fact that I was learning. It would be fine at a while there, but not need. Okay, so long as it's fine, that's what matters.
Now try and say, no, it wasn't 400 yen. It was 600 yen, you know?
Okay. I'm out of caffeine, but I will keep trucking. EA. Hold on. EA. 400円じゃありません。いいえ、400円。Oh, wait, slow down. Hold on. いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。600円でしたよ。
いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。600円でしたよ。
I'm glad I stopped myself there. I've spent most time in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. Last year, I started exploring the countryside and talked to people in charades. That's fair. One thing I picked up when I was there last fall is that translator apps are very much welcome, but it's always good to put in the effort to like try otherwise. I did do a little bit of charade work though. People in the countryside are so kind. Some peach farmers gave me a bag of giant peaches for free when I asked them if I could take a photo of the truck. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Aww.
Now, can you figure out the best way to say, "What did you buy?"
Oh, I have a very similar story about like people in the countryside. Hold on. I gotta tell this. So 5 years ago when I was in Narajuku back in 2019, this was all just before COVID had begun. I was in Narajuku is a town out in the sticks, out in the countryside. By sticks, I mean it's surrounded by forest. It's like it's in a valley between two hilly forests. While I was there with a group of people, a group of kids came running up to us with like their eyes beaming, seeing that we were foreigners, and they wanted to practice their English on us. It was so cute. It was so sweet. So we got to practice with them. Narai. So you know how to say Narai. You know the area Narai? Add Ju as in like 10. Oh, like Shinjuku. You take Narai and you combine it with Juku from Shinjuku. It is adorable. And the place where I was when I was in Kyushu, I was staying in Munakata, which is like not necessarily a massive city. Yes, Narajuku. Oh, let me pull it up. Narajuku. Here, let's take a look. This is Narajuku. Yeah, last year, I would sometimes show off pictures of my time when I was in Japan. 5 years ago. I still need to get my pictures off my phone from my most recent trip, which was in the fall. It is very pretty, and it gave me the most magical, it gave me some of the most mystical imagery I've ever seen. So before I went to Narajuku, I saw a wood block painting of forests with like clouds of fog curling off of the trees, as though you lifted a lid off of a pot and the steam curled out. That's what it was like depicted as. So I thought, okay, that's a neat interpretation. Then I took the Shinkansen to towards Narajuku's area. I remember where I stopped before Narajuku. It was Matsumoto Castle. But when I took the train from Matsumoto Castle to Narajuku, from the Matsumoto Castle to Narajuku area, I saw that wasn't a depiction. No, that was real. Narajuku fog curling off trees. I wish that it hold on. Like it was literally curling off in wisps, and it was just beautiful to see. I wish I could have taken pictures, but the train was moving so fast that I couldn't. It was like curling up and spinning away. It was so beautiful. It was so enchanting. Ah, I love Japan. I want to go back. I want to teach again. I want to go back and teach more. What did you buy? 何を買いました?
何を買いましたか
Ah, fuck, I forgot the ka. Nani o kaimashita ka?
Did you use
何
instead of
なん
in the question?
何を買いましたか
What did you buy? To
Oh, we
recap, we use
Do it. Yes, I plan
No.
on it.
either before a counter, such as
マイ
or,
本
or before a word that starts with the T, D, or N sound, as in,
何ですか
what is
Yes.
it? In all other cases, we use,
何
since the question word is followed by
お
here, we need to use
何
True. Do it. That's the plan. It's not really news to anyone here on who's come by before, but I plan on so I applied with the JET program. The JET program is a Japanese exchange of teaching program that would allow me to go back and teach English in Japan full time. Yes, this is a very important note, which is why I'm gonna copy it and put it in the Discord's notes section. Let's see, where is the Discord? There it is. And oh yeah, in the Discord we have like a notes section of radicals, an area for radicals, an area for review. All three of which I'm starting to get back into using. We also have a bot that allows you to practice your Japanese. We have a bot that allows you to actively practice your Japanese and it will tell you if what you said is right, wrong, and it will correct you in what you're saying. But this is very important. Anyway, it's not news, but I applied with the JET program and I failed because of the time in which I applied was just not a lot of factors factored into it. But even with my TEFL certification, I didn't get in. But this year, I'm gonna be making sure I get everything I need so that I don't not get in. And I'm working on upping my English teaching and teaching skills in general so that I have a guaranteed chance of getting selected. Because I'm no quitter. My name is Halen Miser and I'm no goddamn quitter. And if I'm not giving up, I believe that other people can also fight for what they want. Lots of learners mess this up. Let me hear it again. To recap, we use non either before a counter such as my or hon, or before a word that starts with T, D, or N. There's a stain on my monitor that made me think that there was a dash next to the D. Such as nandesu ka. Nandesu ka and それは何ですか? Yeah, no, that's right, but that's not what I want.
Okay, now
値
try
段
to say
So,
price.
値段の何ですか?
値段
Now, how do you say the price was 400 yen?
I don't know if I have any Japanese American society groups near me. I should probably look into that because right now I've got nothing but time. So fuck it, why not? But I should definitely look into it. Jeppo, what is your most favorite memory from when you were in Japan? And Asteroids, what is yours as well? Hold on. 値段は400円でした。
値段は400円でした。
値段は yes. Okay, good.
Do you remember how to say
Slow down.
the price
Brain.
of the umbrella?
Now my brain is just racing, and I need to slow it down because when my brain starts racing, I start panicking and thinking, "Oh God, I need something to say. I need something to do." Slow down. 傘の値段. No. Yeah, 傘の値段.
傘の値段
Try to say no, it wasn't 400 yen.
いいえ、400円 じゃありませんでした。
いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。
You might start to stream my study sessions of or Japanese gaming sessions. I want to do more Japanese gaming, but I feel like I don't know Japanese fully enough to speak fully in Japanese while I play. But the games that like I do play when I play Japanese, well, not play, the games that I do play on this channel, if they have a Japanese speaking feature, I play them specifically to hear them in Japanese so that while I'm playing, I'm also listening, practicing. Like the Like a Dragon Pirates in Hawaii game and Bunny Garden. I play those specifically in Japanese so I can listen. And also because I like the Japanese voice acting for Like a Dragon games.
Now, how do you say, what did you buy?
何を買いました?何を買いました?
何を買いましたか?
買いましたか? Okay, next. So we've got in this section, this is also how Mango divides itself up. You've got areas like, you've got 5 units. Let's check mimetic words. Token chips, please. Describe physical and emotional states. Describe the weather. Discuss the time of day. Plan of the day. Park. Let's save that for after, because that seems a bit advanced. But this is how like it looks. And each area has like a lot of lessons. Coffee break. Back in the lurk mode. Have a good lurk. My favorite memory is from December. I walked across a giant bridge from Choshi to Hasaki. Bridge goes from Chiba to Ibaraki Prefecture. This must be in no, Chiba is Ibaraki Prefecture makes me think of Kyoto. So I got to the other side. I sat down on a bench, enjoyed the view of the bridge. An old lady walked right up to me and started talking to me in Japanese. She saw I was by myself. Aww, that's sweet of her. Is Ibaraki Prefecture in Tokyo or Kyoto? The reason why I ask is because Ibaraki Doji was a Oni in Kyoto in the Heian period. And during that period, he was cited mostly in the Kyoto area. We spent a few hours talking in Japanese charades because she was out walking for her health. Aww. It reminds me of when I was in, what is it? Kitakyushu. And I was walking around and I saw this cat sitting under a tree. And I saw this old woman who was also out walking. Probably for her health. I pointed at the cat and she was like, eh? I was like, nickel, or whatever I said. Let's see. So, let's see. Mite. Neko ga arimasen. No. Neko ga arimasu. I believe I said, Mite, neko ga arimasu. And she said, doko? And so I kept pointing and she eventually spotted it. It was sitting under a tree behind a bench. And there's a guy sitting on the bench and he was looking at us, so why are they pointing at me? But then you look back and saw the guy who was just like, oh, Neko. Hoshi's on the eastern tip of Japan. Alright. But we ended up going... She invited me to lunch at her house, but I politely declined. We ended up going there anyway so that I could get her address and send her a postcard. That's awesome! But yeah, we confused the hell out of that man for a while. That's such a good memory. Oh, I'm happy you had that experience.
Nice. Now practice saying, no, it wasn't 400 yen.
People in Japan, especially like when they know that like you can speak Japanese and you are just a nice person, will like invite you to some of the nicest things. I love small towns in Japan too. But I also just love people in general. When I was in Kitakyushu, I had a moment where I stepped up to save a bamboo lantern festival from burning down because one of the bamboo lanterns grew out of control. People were taking pictures and I went and got help. I was in such a panic that I knew my Japanese wouldn't work, so I had to pull out a translator. And when he read what I was saying, he understood it right away and came with me to put out the fire. And the fact that you made the effort is still like really good. They like when you put in the effort to like at least try. And that's a good thing. Here in America, we don't really have that appreciation. And I wish we did.
いいえ、400円じゃありませんで。
Nice. Now practice saying,
I wasn't even paying attention to this.
no, it wasn't 400
All right.
yen.
Now let's keep going with it. いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。
いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。
Do you remember how to say 600 yen?
When I was leaving the place though, I ran into the man again, and he pulled out his own, and like we started talking a little bit, and he was thanking me profusely for the help because it was at one of those old castles that like you often see in Japan, and he was happy that like, you know, the fire didn't burn out of control because it might have taken out the castle and everything. 600 yen.
600円。
In fact, when I was leaving, I ran into like a family who was running the event, and I folded them origami frogs because they had heard that I was the one who got the attention for the fire, and they wanted to thank me as well. And I gave them like, I want to say thank you for like having this event, so I know how to make origami frogs. So I folded some and gave one to each person, and they were excited, and they were even more excited when they learned I'm a growing English teacher. And you're like, one thing that stuck out was they said, you are the type of teacher that we want. Kind, caring, and creative. Someone who is there, like they said that teacher who is kind, caring, and creative is the best kind for Japan. Which I don't know if I can agree to that, because it's like, that's a very big statement. But I appreciate the sentiment all the same.
Okay, now try to say, no, it wasn't 400 yen. It was 600 yen, you know?
But my favorite memory, let me do this real quick, and I'll tell you my favorite memory from my last trip. いいえ、400円じゃありません。No, いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。Let's see. 600円でしたよ。I see.
いいえ、400円じゃありませんでした。600円でしたよ。
They do sound amazing, and I want to work with them. The problem is that I need to get signed on to a program to go over there. Most programs cost a lot of money, and because I am now out of a job as I got laid on Saturday, I don't have a way of getting that money. I have to conserve my money. I have to be smart about my money and how I use it for like rent and everything. So until I get another job, I can't really afford anything. But the JET program pays for like flight and everything. So that's why I want to aim for the JET program. Anyways, my favorite memory from my most recent time is when the program I was in basically stuck me with 20 people that were all 19 other people that were also learning alongside. And so we would all go to these schools together and teach the kids in groups. There was one day that we went to this school and it was a bit of a different learning method. So, hold on a second. Let me think. There were 6 people that we had to teach. Oh shit, there are ads. I'll save it until the ads are done. But for now, we'll continue. But you know how the program works now.
Nice. Now practice saying, What did you buy?
何を買いました？買いましたか？
何を買いましたか？
Now, how do you say today?
Today, 今日。
今日
Once the ads are done, I'll get back to my
Based on what
story.
you already know, how would you say, What did you buy at the department store today?
Let's see, what did you buy at the department store today? 今日デパートは、今日デパートで、今日デパートで何を買いましたか？
今日デパートで何を買いましたか？
Yes! Yeah. We would go to schools as a group. We would go to schools as a group and we would help them like learn through that. We would do it through like song, dance, and games and everything. But this time was different. This time we were teaching groups of kids at tables and like using things that the teacher had decided to use, which was fine. It was a new way to do it and we wanted to try something new. One girl, I was working with one person, one of my coworkers, on a group of 6 kids. And the kids were all great, but there was one girl that was kind of, well, she was very bubbly at first, super bubbly. But the minute that like I started working with her, she teared up and started to cry. I was confused at first as to like what was going on. But then the teacher, who's also her mother, came over and like apologized and talked with her in Japanese, and it turned out I reminded her of her father. This was a brand new situation for me. I never had an experience where a child I was working with and teaching started crying. And it wasn't for anything I had done wrong. It was just a very realistic reason to cry. I'll tell you like more about the situation later. But anyways, I looked at my coworker and we came to an agreement that I would work with this little girl, like solely with this little girl, to try to make her smile, to bring the light back into her. Because she was very sad. And so it took a bit of effort. I folded origami frogs for her, worked with her exclusively and taught her like words and like what certain places are. But after all my work and reassuring her that everything's okay and that it's okay to cry and that I'm not going to be mad or upset and that I am just here to support her and to teach her and, you know, make her happy, a smile came back to her face. And it was just the sweetest little smile. She thanked me a lot. And at the end, the mother, who again was a teacher, odd coincidence, but she explained to me that as of the other night, her father, who had been living away from them somewhere in the country, apparently reached back out and was offering the chance for the little girl to move in with him. And she hadn't seen her father in years. And so, knowing this, I felt sad but relieved that I was able to make her smile. And sure, I might have given her memories of her father, but I was at least hoping I gave her like memories to smile upon again. Like, just the thought that even though she missed her father, things will be okay. When we were leaving the place on the bus that we came on, I always sat at the back of the bus. And looking at the back window, kids had been like waving at us as we left. But when the class ended, I hadn't seen the girl again for quite a while. I saw her just like as the very last person. She had left the school ahead of everyone else. And the minute that she saw me at the back of the bus, because we were all waving to the kids, She was originally giving like a small wave to everyone, but the minute she saw me, I'll never forget her reaction. Her face lit up. She had the biggest smile on her face, and she started waving excitedly, extremely happily. And that was when I knew I had left a good, a positive impact on her. That she came away from that happy and having fun. That was when I really decided I want to really continue teaching. I was told by my bosses that I'm great at forming a connection with the kids. And that experience solidified that to me. Solidified that concept because I made that little girl who at the time may have felt quite alone and torn between where she wants to be in the world and where she is now. And I made her smile. I gave her an experience to be proud of and happy about. And I want to give more kids those experiences. I want to bring more smiles to children's faces. I love teaching. Kids are great. I've got some even more fun memories. There's another memory that I'll tell like another time from like the final day I was working there, but it also has a tinge of regret built into it because I didn't say something to someone that I should have. But that's a story for another time. Alright, let's get back to learning.
Nice. Now practice saying, I bought an umbrella at a convenience store today. The price was 400 yen.
Not all memories are completely happy, but the ones that are... Yeah, exactly. Next time. But the ones that do have a bit of sadness to them tend to have something like positive connected to it. Let's see. 今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。
What's the way to
No,
say
go back.
nice?
今日コンビニで傘を買いました。値段は400円でした。
Yes.
What's the
Thank
way
you for
to
listening
say,
to me. Thank you for listening to
was the
me.
price of the umbrella 400 yen?
I love telling stories, and I love just talking about things and just playing and trying new things. Let's see. If you'd like, you could drop like a follow. I do stream like most days. I probably won't stream much of this weekend, but like most of the days that I can stream, I will stream. Let's see. The price of the umbrella was 400 yen. So it was... Nedan... Let's see. 傘の値段は400円じゃありませんです。じゃありませんか？
傘の値段は400円でしたか？
Oh, it was でしたか。Damn you! 傘の値段はじゃあ400円でしたか？
Now try and say,
Oh, because what I said
no,
was
it wasn't
not.
400 yen. It was 600 yen, you know?
What I had said was not. Damn it. Okay. いいえ。